Alright, guys. Probably thinking I wasn't going to do this. But who can skip March Madness? Let's jump right in. We've got a ton to go over. I missed the first round. I didn't do anything on that, so we're getting to that now. Day 2, round 2 is up today. Day 2 of round 2. Wait, day 1 of round 2. I've been mixing that up the whole time. I've been rehearsing it in my head, and I've still said it wrong every time. Anyway, let's go right in. Texas A&M defeats Yale. I honestly was thinking Texas A&M was going to choke. And it's hard saying this, knowing the results of the upcoming round 2 game. So, yeah, that's kind of hard saying that. Anyway, let's move on. Houston, absolute demolishment of, I don't even know who. Auburn beating Alabama State. I really thought Auburn was going to lose that game. It was looking like they were going to. And I'm not going to go in depth on these because they were past. So we'll fix this up after today's games. So this video probably won't be long because I'm just going to chatter about these games. Wofford and Tennessee. Tennessee coming away with the win. St. John's in Omaha. St. John's obviously expected to move on. Wisconsin and Montana. Wisconsin moves on. Texas Tech, UNC Wilmington moves on. Purdue, High Point. Purdue moving on. Clemson, McNeese, first upset of March Madness. McNeese, Mr. Coach Aura getting it done by 2 points. That one was really close. Michigan defeating UC San Diego. BYU defeating VCU. Drake upsetting Missouri. Arkansas upsetting Kansas. UCLA taking down Utah State. Creighton busting over half the brackets after one game. Not mine, though. I picked Creighton. Can't be talking about that with my bracket. 89-75, Creighton moves on. Gonzaga beats Georgia. Not a shock. And first round, day 2. Duke defeats Mount St. Mary's. Florida absolutely demolishes Norfolk State, who was mad they were the underdog. And I have no idea why, so they can go eat some gator tail. Alabama, Robert Morris, Alabama coming away with the win in a one that I thought could have been an upset. Michigan State beating Bryant, Iowa State beating Lipscomb, Kentucky defeating Troy. I thought Kentucky was going to be fake and lose, but they did not. Maryland beating Grand Canyon, Arizona defeating Akron. Colorado State getting the upset over Memphis, Oregon defeating Liberty, Ole Miss beating North Carolina, Illinois beating Xavier, St. Mary's defeating Vanderbilt, New Mexico upsetting Marquette, Baylor upsetting Mississippi State, and UConn beating Oklahoma. Now, let's go to yesterday's games. Obviously, didn't have too many because we went down from 64 to 32 teams. Michigan, Texas A&M, you absolute disappointment. You have choked again. You've failed us all. I don't know what to say. Other than you lost and you're out. Goodbye, Texas A&M. I'm sorry. That's all I can say about that. Auburn beating Creighton in not a shocking one. I am so glad they did because for a minute there, I thought Creighton was going to beat Auburn. And that was going to destroy literally everyone's brackets. Houston beats Gonzaga. Arkansas beats St. John's. St. John's, you failed me. You messed up almost everything, St. John's. So thank you. Tennessee beating UCLA. Texas Tech beating Drake. BYU beating Wisconsin. You messed up a good bit of things too. And McNeese, you killed a lot of things in my backup bracket. But I don't care because that was the backup bracket, so yeah. Anyways, previewing today's games. Not like I just went on a rant about Texas A&M. Anyway, UConn versus Florida, kicking it off 12-10. Florida should win this. I think they will. They are dominant. They are the most dominant Florida basketball team I have seen in years. Duke, Cooper Flag should bring them to beating Baylor. Kentucky, are you going to tough it out or not? I'm really scared with that one because, Kentucky. Alabama and St. Mary's, that one could be really close. We saw Alabama against Robert Morris, almost getting beat. So, yeah, Colorado State, I could see them being a real contender of upsetting Maryland. Ole Miss, Iowa State, New Mexico, and Michigan State, Oregon, and Arizona. But anyways, that caps off the games for this Sunday. So, interesting to see what happens. Will we get some madness today? We'll have to wait till 12 to figure out. Anyways, my bracket is doing pretty well. Thanks for asking. I don't know what trying to draw this out a little bit. Yeah. Anyways, this is kind of a more detailed version of it. Not my bracket, the actual real correct bracket that's not messed up by Wisconsin and other teams. So yeah. Sweet 16, Elite 8, and then Final 4, and then the championship. But that's going to be all for our March Madness recap. I just wanted to quickly go over that. And we'll get more detailed as it goes on. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more, and goodbye.